Hello everyone, I am Barka from Webinar and WinsurTech. Today in this video, I am going to give you a demo of the WinsurTech AL3 Creator REST API. You can create AL3 files using JSON templates and JSON to AL3 endpoints. We support all of the major lines of business in P&C insurance for the USA on the personal and commercial sides. Our API documentation mentions a list of all the supported LOB codes. So let's start the process. To generate the template, simply navigate to the Postman application and click on the Generate Template endpoint. So I have already filled in the element values, such as in the LOB type, I have written Auto-P here. As you know that one AL3 file can have multiple policy transactions as well, and they can be for the same line of business or different. So we also support zip file upload, which can include multiple JSON template files to pack all into a single AL3 file. The next parameter we have is the transaction count, where we enter the required number of transactions. By default, this value is set to 1, but users can enter up to 50 here. The next parameter we have is the header groups, which we can skip for now. After that, the other parameter we have is the full format. Here we set the value yes. Selecting yes will generate the full format of the template, meaning the template will include all the possible AL3 elements for the specified LOB. The next parameter we have is the template type. Here we set it to JSON to generate the template in JSON format. Now let's hit the send button. The template has been generated. Now we have to save it to a file, and we have to save it as a JSON file. So let me save Auto-P template.json. Let me open that file. So this is the template. As you know, in a single AL3 file under one policy transaction, you can include all the policy related data such as basic insured information, loss history, policy information, driver details, payment plan information, location information, and etc. I will fill some of the elements here for you, and then I'll show you a template that already has data filled in. This will help you understand how to create the file properly. First, let me explain this part. For example, you can see the transaction category. So what should be the value for it? Some of these values are coded, meaning they must come from a fixed list of valid values, not just any random text. In other words, one code can represent multiple values. To find the correct code, you need to use the Codelist Values API. This API provides all the possible valid codes and their corresponding values. So below you will see the policy type routing code and line of business routing code. This data is already filled. Now let's move on to the next one, which is the transaction function. To get the correct value for this, we need to copy the corresponding code and paste it in the Codelist Values API. So for that, open the Postman application and simply navigate to the Codelist Values and paste it here. After it, let's hit the send button. Once you do that, you will see all the available codes for the transaction functions. From the list, we will copy the FMG, which stands for master file image, and paste it here. Similarly, you can copy the code for the cycle business purpose. You need to copy this corresponding code here and then paste it here. Now let's hit the send button. So here I am copying the code NBS, which stands for new business, and will paste here. In the same way, you can copy the other codes and fill in their respective values. Next, we have a transaction date and transaction effective date. These are quite simple. You just need to enter the correct dates here. Like this. Now let's move forward to the basic insured information group, and here we have the name type. So name type can be generic, family or personal. There are different values under the name type, a code. So you can use the API to get the code values. Common values are family, commercial, generic, personal. So let me fill personal here. Below that we have the insured name element. This includes fields like name prefix, first name, middle name and the last name. So in the first name I am writing the first name of the insured. The next we have is the middle name. If there is no middle name, simply leave that field blank. In the last name, you need to enter the insured's last name. So I am writing the last name of the insured. You can leave these other fields blank. These are related to the combined name and the company name, etc. If you have a company ID for the insured on the carrier side or for the agency side, you can fill those in along with details like street address. As I mentioned earlier, just enter the values you have and leave the others blank. So in this way you can continue filling out the file. Now I will show you the filled template which I mentioned earlier. So this is the template and it contains multiple groups of information, like you will see the basic insured information, loss history information, supplementary name information. Below we have the basic policy information where you will see the policy number, company code, line of business code, current term amount. Now let's move on to the attachments group. Below we have the driver's information. where you will see the agency driver number, company driver number, social security number, driver's license number. Next, you will see the forms information, journal name, address information, payment plan information, prior policy history information, and also we have the location address information, like you will see the location number, address, city, state, zip code. Below we have the vehicle information, so you will see the company vehicle number, vehicle year, make, model, VIN number, etc. One thing I want to tell you is that you can copy this group and repeat them as much as you want. Wait, let me show you. So here we have is the prior policy history group. Let me copy this group. I am going to copy this group from this bracket to this bracket. So let me copy. And I will paste this under this bracket. So the another group has been pasted. Similarly, you can also copy the other groups and repeat multiple times. Now to convert this JSON file to AL3, the first step is to create a zip file with this JSON and any other JSON files for other transactions that you want to pack into the same AL3 file. So here I am creating a zip file of the field JSON. The zip has been created. Now in the next step, just open the Postman application and navigate to the JSON to AL3 endpoint. In the input file parameter, let's upload the zip file. The zip file has been uploaded. The next parameter we have is the is strict mode. So here I am writing low. The next we have is the omit question marks parameter. Here I am selecting false. Now let's hit the send button. The output has been generated. Now we need to copy this output within the comma. And paste it into the notepad. After that, we need to save this output with the .al3 or .dat extension. The file has been saved. Now we will open this file in the WinsurTech AL3 web viewer. The file has been opened and you will see the new data API in the AL3 file. Like here you will see the basic insured information group where you will see the insured name, company ID, agency ID, and you will see the basic policy information group where you find the policy number, line of business code, current term amount. Below you will see the location address group, and also we have the vehicle group. So this is how the process works. I hope this video was useful. I will be back soon with another video. For any assistance regarding AL3, Accord Forms, Accord XML or any PNC insurance project, feel free to contact us at contact@winsurtech.com.